Hey, Passion Igniter.
Hi, Passion Igniter. Satya, I just discovered that there are now Dracula-inspired wines.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
That's... I love wine, and just the thought of Dracula-inspired wines. Okay, so for instance, just pull up my little iPad here. It says the vampire wine, or this vampire Merlot is being made for the bloodthirsty connoisseur. These Dracula-inspired wines are perfect for the vampire fanatic. So there's I found this in Trend Hunter, all about Dracula-inspired wines. And there's just so many different kinds, and I just want to talk about that with you. Because
what is it about
there are people
What is it about the vampire?
About the vampire. It's dangerous. It's
it's dead, it's undead.
It's sucking blood. It's taking.
It's immortal.
It's dangerous, right? It's bloody sexy.
It's on the dark side.
It is on the dark side, and and when people drink wine, when I drink wine, I don't overdo it, but when I do have some wine, I do feel very sensual. And it brings out this sensual quality in me that just, I don't know, just feels so good. And just the thought of the play with the whole vampire thing, of the dark, that part in me that isn't normally there, that gets to come out and play, not only with the wine, but with role play also with you. I mean, just the fact that I would have a bottle of wine that says, vampire, and hold it and show you. I've got to show up more like a vampiress. Is that a word, vampiress or vampiress?
It works.
It works.
Yes, it works.
Ooh, do you like when I come out and I'm like that?
Yes.
Well, thank you. And I like when you're dangerous that way too.
I like the vampire energy too. I'm not a wine drinker.
You like how he says that? I like the vampire energy. It's very
the
sexy.
vampire
Goes into it,
The vampire energy, I really dig.
Yeah, you really dig.
Yeah, I really dig.
I didn't know you really dug that.
Yeah, I've been watching vampire movies ever since I was young.
Really?
Right? Yeah. And
See, this is news to me. This
26
is
years later, and I'm an amateur vampirist, but not a.
You're an amateur vampirist?
Absolutely, darling. Well, actually, not really. But I've watched almost every vampire movie that's ever been around.
Really?
Yeah, and Lost Boys is one of my favorite, and there's some classic vampire movies of all time, which we can go into later. But what I dig about the vampire, archetype, is the cloak, the coming in at night.
Woo!
The playing on the edge of life and death, the sick and tiredness of their own immortality. They wanted immortality on some of them. They got it, and now they're tired of it. And so now what? They're trapped between life and death. So it's that feeling of what is life? What is death? What is living? What is dying? So
it's the masculine.
It's the existential dilemma that a vampire has of having to drink the blood of a live person, which will then turn into one of them. Are they giving them eternal life, or are they taking? So it's all these opposites and plays. And
I didn't know you thought so much about that.
Well, yeah.
I thought it was just me having fantasies of all of a sudden at night, there I am, and you're nowhere to be found. I'm alone, and I'm just there in my bed, and just going off to sleep, and all of a sudden, someone in dark cloak arrives in my room and enters just in a very scary way, and walks in and is just, I can't do anything. I just can't move. I can't breathe. If I say something, then he's going to know that I'm there. But, and I'm like this, and my breath is taken back, but he's so handsome. And he's just, well, that's for it.
This is our early Halloween. So, any vampire lovers out there? Any wine lovers? We've combined wine and vampirism today for passion. We'd love to hear from you. You know, what turns you on about that archetype of the vampire? What turns you on about wine or whatever your intoxicant of choice is? And, how does that help with your passion? Let's hear your comments and get some fire going.
And go ahead and ask your partner. And maybe reveal to your partner your vampire wine desires. And see what they say, because this is news. So see what you can uncover.
Ignite passion now.
Because everything else